I'm pretty sure you're familiar with this type of slide, and this is probably what's causing your viewers to be, well, bored. So I'll show you how to fix those mistakes. And yes, don't try to understand stuff, because this is just example text. Also, make sure to watch until the end, because the last mistake almost everybody makes deems all the other 9 ideas useless. How less is more. Often, we overcrowd our slides with information, thinking that it will be informative to our viewers. But in reality, it's the exact opposite of what we're doing, because if we focus on everything that's important, you will end up focusing on nothing that's important. Think of it this way. Imagine you were the designer for a highway billboard or something. You don't want the drivers to stop their cars and read the informative billboard you made, right? You want it to be understood just from a single glance. Focusing on everything. As mentioned earlier, if you focus on everything that's important, you will end up focusing on nothing that's important. We should only have at least one topic per slide and avoid slides like this, because if the information received by the viewer is cluttered, it will also be cluttered in their minds when they process their information. You'll save your viewers more time thinking when you present topics one by one rather than all the topics at once. Like seriously, how will you feel reading all this stuff? Perfect 5. This is taken from the video How to Avoid Death by PowerPoint, and that we should aim to have at most only 5 objects per slide. Even 1 or extra 2 objects in our slides can have a significant effect in our processing speed. That was just some of the simplest mistakes, so be sure to stick around so you do not fall into any of the other mistakes mentioned in this video. Not being consistent. Consistency is key. Maintain a consistent color scheme, font, and formatting throughout your presentation. Avoid having inconsistent formatted slides like these, unless that's what you want. Consistent design elements make your presentations look more polished. No white space. We all think that we need to fill up the tiniest spaces we have in our presentations so that the slides can be more efficient and faster at conveying information. However, this is what happens when you do that. Pretty chaotic, isn't it? There are barely any white space left in this slide, and the different elements of the slides can barely breathe. You should add more white space in your slides, which is also really good at highlighting key points. Lack of contrast. Try reading this text. Yeah, it's pretty hard to read, right? But don't lie to me, you've at least done this one time in one of your presentations, where you use white text with light and bright colors, and black text with dark colors. Now we can read it. And, oh, I almost forgot to say, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit the like button. Any kind of support is welcomed. This greatly supports the last idea. Try using contrast along with white space to further enhance and highlight the key points in your slides. No visuals. Don't use 1,000 words to explain, use just one image. Since you made it this far into the video, I am 100% sure that you definitely want to be great at your presentations. So make sure to stick around a little bit longer, as the last 3 mistakes is what's preventing you from becoming a presentation expert. Show, don't tell. One of the most common traps we fall into when designing presentations, and sometimes even me myself, is that we tell data and information and not just show graphs or images or any visual to represent the data. Like, stop using tables like this for data. Just show it using a line graph or whatever other graph if possible. Unnecessary information. This is another common mistake, and it is that we should aim to remove the tiniest bit of information that is nowhere related to the topic of the presentation. And no matter how cool or fun facty that info may be, remove it, as it is just clutter. Be straight to the point and remove unnecessary words. Stop reading the slide verbatim. Even if you apply everything I've mentioned in this video, it will all be useless if you read your slides as is. You must be the hero of your presentation, not the presentation itself. You must remember that the presentation is just a guide to help you. Without you, the presentation is not gonna be able to present itself. That was quite a lot in one video, and so to make sure you don't not forget, Apply all the things I've mentioned in this video to all your future presentations or maybe even your old ones and make them again, but this time with all the key ideas in this video. Also, if you're curious and want to see random animations or stuff I do in PowerPoint, make sure to check this playlist out. If you want to learn more about Excel, hence my channel name, you can also check out my Excel playlist. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to make sure you get notified every time I release a new video. Make sure to comment down below what you learned, since I too learned a lot when making this video. This was Minimalism Excel, and I hope to see you next time.